So now we're going to activate some change in our life so that a year from now, a month from now, a week from now, we can see some type of improvement that we've made that's benefited us. And remember, it's benefited the world because our ripple is coming from us, but it's going out. So that ripple can be positive or it can be negative, but we make the decision as to what the ripple is going to be. So our first thing is we need to go back to setting goals. Remember, I've mentioned that several times now. I hope that on your little sheet, you've been writing that down. We called it rituals, we've called it goals, we've called it habits, but whatever you want to title it, you need to set a goal that matters. So if you're trying to make a change and you're getting unstuck, set a goal that's going to matter. Is it going to make a difference in your life and the people that surround your life? That's your goal. You need to start to listen, which would be number 2, and approach life differently. So we know that the way we've been doing it has not been the best way for us to get out of our issues that we're having. So we need to approach it a slightly different. Remember, we're only making a small step at a time. So that small step could be, okay, today I'm not going to get frustrated driving to work. I'm going to be grateful. I'm going to stay in the moment. I'm going to look at the trees. I'm going to roll my windows down. I'm going to enjoy my drive to work. If that's your first attempt to get unstuck, then more power to you. I'm there cheering you on. Your third thing is you're going to control your mindset. And we've discussed that over and over and over and over again. And I know I sound like a scratched record for those of you that knows what a record is. Controlling the little thoughts that come up that tells us that we can't get better is not the truth. The truth is you can change anything that you want to change, and you can be better with anything you want to be better with. And you don't have to be in the same position next year, next week, in an hour from now, if you have changed your mindset that you're going to be better and that you're going to do better. So this is something that I do, and I want to offer it to you as well. Before I go to bed every night, I verbalize out loud. What did I accomplish today? Because if I can say out loud what I accomplished in the day, I feel like I have made some steps forward. If you get in the habit of saying to yourself before you go to sleep, what did I accomplish today? And then you're able to answer that to yourself. Now, I know people are going to say if you answer yourself back and you ask yourself a question, you're crazy, but crazy is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. So talking to yourself is not going to make you crazy. Not changing what's not working will make you crazy. Another thing we need to do is get out of our comfort zone. So our comfort zone is where we just feel like, oh my gosh, I'm that person. I have a comfort zone. And so me getting out of that is like a struggle. And I understand that for those of you that like to be in a comfort zone, but we can do it. We can do it together. I'm trusting that if I can able to do it, then you're able to do it. And you have to surround yourself with a positive audience. Look at the people that's around you. What are they telling you about you? What are you feeling when you're around these people? If it's not totally positive, now, yeah, some days your friend's going to get on your nerves. Your kid's going to get on your nerves. Your parents going to get on your nerves. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about constant deflecting of you. If you feel that you're being deflected, then you need to ask yourself, why is that okay? And then that comes back to you. Remember, we teach people how to treat us. And I'm going to tell you the most important thing is you have to let go of what is no good. Whatever is no good in your life, let it go. You can't control other people, but you can control yourself. So when you're saying, oh, this here is not good for me, let it go. And if you let it go, you see that sometimes things will conform because you're teaching them that this is not okay for me. My most important of all of this is going to be you have to reassess yourself daily, and you have to make a statement to improve yourself tomorrow, and then you need to repeat again at night. So I reassess. I state out loud verbally what I'm going to improve at the next day. And then the next day when I wake up, I repeat my behavior until that one little step that I started making became 10 large steps. And that year was no longer just a day or a year that I was changing on the calendar. It was actually an improvement in my life. Your life too will improve, and you will see that your sense of empowerment will be so strong and so fierce that your whole goal in life will be, how can I impact the world, and how am I making the world a better place?